Hey, what's up to the connects out there? In this video, I just want to talk about being free, learning to be who you are, and just enjoy life sometimes. Enjoy the little things too, because a lot of people out here, they think they gotta have all this amazing, they gotta have all this physical matter to enjoy life, Sometimes it's the most littlest things that make the biggest difference in life, that can actually change your life, actually. I see so many people in this world that are not truly being who they are, and they, don't know how to be free and actually let go of all of these burdens and, just be free and be like happy and all these things and just be like, actually positive and happy in the world. People are so stuck in a low vibration that they don't know how to be happy sometimes. They're so worried about what other people think about them, and being fearful of that, fearful what their friends think or who they think their friends actually are. But, when it really comes down to it, when you start to raise up in consciousness and your spirituality, you'll see who your true friends are. And like sometimes you have to move on from these people because they'll actually hold you down and actually start vamping your energy and just hold you back, because when you start to really be free and be who you truly are, your vibes will just turn up so much more. And letting go of all these fears that you have of other people, like if your clothes, if they're messed up a little bit, or your hair's all messed up, and all sorts of things. I see people that like constantly, they're always worried about their hair, just these littlest programs, it's like, you see all the littlest programs control people's lives, so that tells you something, the little things control people's lives as well, so the little things can free your life as well, as above so below. So you can really change up your life just by learning to be free and sometimes enjoy life, do things that you normally wouldn't do, or just be happy sometimes, enjoy nature, go out, even if you have to be by yourself. Some people are afraid to go out alone and do things by themselves. They're too afraid to sometimes, go on, but I don't recommend, like, I do, be part of community, once we get together and stuff like that. But this is like while we're out, not near each other, like learning to get rid of these programs, these little programs, not worrying about what everyone thinks about you, and just learning to be free and just speak with that voice of yours from within, and not being afraid to speak for who you are, and standing up for who you are, because fear holds people back. And I've known this myself, because I used to have people that I thought were my friends. I did a lot of stuff for these people. I always put my friends first, but they used me and they vamped me, and they were just emotional vampires and all this crazy bullshit that these people are. But and I was fearful of certain things because all these little programs, and then as I started to separate myself from these people, and I started on my spiritual journey, or anybody that starts on their spiritual journey, and if they do separate themselves from these LLAs, these medium levels and all these other agents, you'll start to, once you start tapping into that inner child, that imagination, things can come to life, because people will be like, oh, you're crazy, or you're just thinking, like a kid, you need to grow up, you need to be an adult, all this bullshit. There's always a balance with everything. So you can still be a kid at heart and still be an adult at the same time. Some of these people don't know what the hell they're even talking about. So if they're trying to tell you you need to grow up and do certain things, depending on the situation, it always depends. Because I'm not saying, well, it does depend on the situation. Sometimes some people do need to grow up. Some people get stuck in a certain stage and they do need to grow up. But what I'm just trying to say, like you're being like, if you're not learning to be free with yourself and actually learn to let go and just be free and be happy, and but keep the balance. Negative shit does happen. It's there to teach us stuff. If there was nothing negative, then what would we here to learn? It's a learning experience. So you got to learn to go with the flow and ride those waves, because they come and go, up and down. Get your surfboard and start riding that shit. The more you do it, the better you get at it. Practice, they say practice makes perfect sometimes. It's like, oh, but just learn to be free and be who you truly are. Life's shorter than people think. Well, in physicality anyways. I'm not getting into all the other stuff, because time is truly an illusion, But, while we're in these physical bodies, it is truly a short time, and people are so worried about other people thinking when they finally, when it's time to leave and move on to the next step, they they never really truly lived their lives the way they wanted to because they held on to so much of what people thought of them and what they really wanted to do. It's like I see people that try to be someone else so they can be with other people, but those people aren't real people. They're just fake people being around fake people. Fake sometimes. The same things attract each other sometimes. Fake people are attracted to fake people, and that's just the way it is sometimes. Just like we are attracted as a community with the positive vibes. We love the positive vibes. I'm all about the high vibes and turning up and vibing up with my spirit family and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure all the connects are as well. And and sometimes the way to conquer your fears is just go ahead and do something. Just do it and don't care what people think about you sometimes. But I'm not recommending you go do something like illegal or do something really drastic. If it's something that's been holding you back, and every time you try to do it, like say if you've never been to an RTM hangout, but for some reason every time you try to join there's this fear that comes onto you, why not conquer that fear and go through your own doorway and basically move on. Why let these fears hold on? Why hold on to these fears and let them hold you back when you're supposed to be growing? Just being free. Doing stuff like run, jump, throw your hands in the air and be happy, and just like sing to yourself. Bike down the street and sing, happy songs and like just vibe high, And of course the agents don't like that. They'll try to vamp you because you do it. Don't try to draw too much attention. Sometimes you got to keep the balance. The light and the dark. Sometimes you got to be in the light, sometimes you got to be in the shadows. But put paint on your face, go out into public, like if you like high vibes to people and like they'll look at you like they're like, don't say that to me, or try to give someone a free hug once. Well, depending on who the person you want, make sure you're not like having your energy vamp, but like go to somebody like, you need a hug today. Or something like that. Just be free and learn to conquer your fears and be who you truly are, and just be who you are. Don't be a fake person, because you start attracting those things sometimes, and that stagnation. You got to keep growing and being who you truly are. So, without my further ado, I want to say my gratitude, full love, peace and out, the highest vibrations, and goodbye.